Welcome back to Cheddar's Opening Bell. Today's edition of Be Prepared is powered by AT&T Business Internet, dedicated internet access that allows us to bring the news to you. According to a Gallup poll, only 15% of the world's 1 billion workers feel engaged at work, and that directly impacts how employees serve their clients. Joining us now is Sam Caiucci, CEO and founder of One Huddle. Sam, those numbers, absolutely incredible. Just 15% feel engaged. How does having engaged employees impact a business?
Sure. Thanks for having me. In short, tremendously. Engaged workers sit at the core of every business model. I think we see it more than ever today that companies are only as successful and are only leading when their employees are. And for companies to, and engagement is like a funny term because sometimes people, how do you wrap your head around what it really means? And to me, engagement is an employee that wakes up every day and is not just prepared to go to work, but they're excited about the job that they're about to go to. And it's companies' responsibility more than ever to make sure that you're not just trained, but you're equally excited about the job. And the loss of revenue and the loss of time and the impact of not having engaged employees is real today.
Why is communication among managers and employees so important when it comes to better serving clients?
Sure. Leadership, real coaches that develop and improve and excite workers is important now because work is changing faster than ever before. We hear this concept of future of work. Well, guess what, everybody? The future of work is not in the future. It is today. And leaders need to be able to coach from a distance. They need to be able to develop people in real time. And the stat you mentioned about the Gallup study on 15% of workers being engaged, they go even farther and they say that engaged employees, you know how you get engaged employees? 70% of the difference to get an engaged worker has to do with the success or skill of a manager. So if you want engaged employees, don't start with the employee. You just start with the person who's coaching and developing them every day.
So fascinating. It is clear that better served clients start with well-trained employees. So how does tech play a role in all of this?
Tech plays a huge role in all of this. Tech has a responsibility and an opportunity to not just create a more engaged and excited workforce, but one that's able to evolve and change rapidly. Businesses today more than ever need to respond quickly. Companies need to invest in infrastructure so that a post-COVID-19 world, something doesn't happen that sends us backward again. So I think that tech plays a huge opportunity. There's an abundance of technology today at our fingertips. And, it starts with companies thinking about their employees just like they think about their customers.
How do you think that the employee experience and the customer experience go hands in hand when it comes to building revenue within a company?
Sure. Like I just mentioned, treating the employee just like a customer is where this starts. One great opportunity today that companies can lean into is mobile technology. If you think about looking for tactics, if you're a business owner, you're a business leader, you should think about what percent of all the tools you use today to connect with your people, communicate with them. I'm not just talking about video conferencing. Video conferencing is, a part of this. But I'm thinking about what tools are you using that can meet employees where they are, wherever they may be. And the startling fact is pre-COVID, only 1% of the global trainings and development stack for companies was on mobile. Think about that. Only 1% of everything we did to connect with workers was mobile enabled. We need to evolve rapidly, and the technology is available.
A lot of companies are making that digital transformation because of COVID-19. So why is it so important? How does tech add professionalism to a company?
I think we've seen this, coming out. If we think of employee engagement, employees want to work at companies that believe in them, that have purpose, that invest in them. you know, my wife and myself sometimes don't walk into a restaurant unless we might check a review site. Customers don't buy unless they lean into a review site. A potential new hire might look at how you're reviewed online. When you say professionalism, it's your reputation, and a brand's reputation. Part of that is how they treat their employees and how they invest in them. So I think that how a company stays ahead of technology to make the employee experience great is very telling about what type of company that is and what type of company you might want to work for or stay with.
All right, Sam Caiucci, CEO and founder of One Huddle. So great to have you on.